the opening lap of races this year, and with a chance to get the lead here and some more valuable points for his championship as well. He's going to be on his toes, that's for sure. The lights are out, then away they go, and James Nicholas aims to hold on to the lead into turn number 1, which it looks as though the inside line heading towards the banking, and Mike Taylor wants this lead. James Nicholas carries lots of speed into the corner. There's contact further back though, and around has gone the number 21 of Luke Shaw.
And Gamble.
That's Gamble. That is Harry Gamble, the championship lead. Well, it's a slightly chaotic start. Jafali is off as well. Ali Al-Jafali straight on at Church Corner. He might have broken steer.
30 now for 14, 15 and 60, that's 13, 14 and 16 respectively, as Harry Gamble hasn't cleared Harry Cook yet. There's a change of position there, that was 77. Might not offer up much of a defence. He'll try and burn the inside if he can, keeps his foot in. They're still side by side through School. He tries to get through and almost gets on the grass. Now on the inside line for the first part of Rocket, and again, 77 breaks deep, and this time he does get it anchored up in time to hold the inside line for the second part of Rocket. Can he get the undercut? No. Thompson gives him the space. The move wasn't really on there, but Nicholas sort of creates the move out of nothing out of that exit that corner as he heads down towards the bus stop. That's not the place gained. Now he's next to Lemreys. He's got to get involved in this battle, which is second in the weekend.
Yes, he will. Off the final corner comes Mike Taylor. Then a second victory of the season for Mike Taylor, but perhaps his most significant one, with some of his championship rivals faltering. Second place goes the way of Gareth Thomas, with Jamie Cordle across the line in third.
Well, it all sort of went off behind you, which I guess took the pressure off a little bit, but I take nothing away. A fine win.
Oh, I really appreciate it. I certainly needed that, and yeah, it all just fell into place nicely. I had a bit of a push for a few laps and then built a bit of a gap and sort of left it at that. The greedy part of me was tempted to go for fastest lap, but I thought, no.
Sometimes you have to measure these things out, don't you?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. I've still got a lot to learn, but to have that in the bag is a phenomenal start to the weekend. Really, really happy.
P3 behind Jamie originally, and then you managed to nip past and try and take the challenge to Mike.
It was chaos, as you can probably see from the start. It was difficult, and then I'm fast in areas. Sector 1, brilliant, and then Sector 2, 3, I'm just playing catch up everywhere, and it just seemed he made a couple little mistakes. I know he's new to it. James doing phenomenal, but just to get where he was. But it was great fun. My best mate in front, so it was just a perfect 1T. Perfect 1T.
Congratulations, our class winner, GTA. Well done. Good race.
Absolutely brilliant. Loved every second of it. Fabulous. I was very lucky I didn't get taken out with the first turn with everyone else. And if I had done, I'd never have got the position I did. But I got it, and I'm loving it. Brilliant.
To happen in race number 2 then. Off the final corner they go, the lights are out, we're away in racing, and it's a pretty even start from both of the front row starters. Oh, bit of contact heading into turn 1 there between Nicholas and Taylor. Taylor is sideways, he will clearly have the lead this time, heading for the banking. So James Nicholas then with the advantage, Taylor trying to get to the inside line, but he's not quite going to do it. So it is Nicholas who leads them out of turn 2. No, it isn't. Taylor's back up the inside, and again they trade paint, heading for Church Corner. Taylor on the inside, Nicholas on the outside line, neither one wanting to give, but Mike Taylor is going to muscle his way through. And
it's 4/10 or so from Harry Gamble. We'll see how much he's on his toes as they go through the banking. On the power once again, different lines being taken to get the best traction possible. Now the run following. Gamble puts the car in the middle of the road, but he's choosing the inside line. If he can make a dive down the inside into the bus stop, which he does, really late on the brakes towards, and that's a really classy, bold move into the final corner. Lovely move.
after this lap, he is slower than the race leader by 0.2 of a second. Meanwhile, Jamie Cordle and Luke Shaw doing battle. Luke Shaw trying to come back here at Cordle on the outside line into Rocket, but Cordle sees off that particular challenge. Nicholas, and that was 3/4 of a second quicker than Mike Taylor, so it's game on for the race win now. Surely Mike Taylor put in a personal best lap as well, so it's not as if Mike is taking things easy. He's pushing as well, but James Nicholas quite
matches in this second race, and there's still 8.5 minutes to go.
Exactly so. You don't know where to look, really, do you? You need 3 sets of eyes, but that GTA class battle definitely was getting pretty tight as they headed to the hairpin. That he came down by 0.4 of a second in the first sector alone, and Gareth Thomas is now right on the tail of Harry Gamble for third as well, so it's all coming to life at the front of the field once again. The lead gap definitely coming down, but it's side by side for third position. Gamble on the inside, right on the tail of Harry Gamble for third as well, so it's all coming to life at the front of the field once again. The lead gap definitely coming down, but it's side by side for third position. Gamble on the inside line. Gareth Thomas trying to go right round the outside now as they head, sorry, fractionally slower again actually in the second sector, and Ali Al-Jafali is off. Where is that? That is, exiting the final corner. He's
driving to the other's pace, I suppose, in that sense. Both going as hard as they can, and it's working out nicely for them. So It was certainly doing all the
there. Oh, but then runs a little bit too wide over the grass on the exit. Thomas is up the inside into Peel. He'll need to make this a bit of a block pass, which he does. Gets to the apex, gets in front of Harry Gamble's car, and takes one more lap to have a real go here at the race victory. Taylor defends on the way in. Nicholas has carried good speed off the corner. It's a drag race to the line, but Nicholas is all up the curb. He's on the grass, he's sideways, and Taylor hangs on. A thrilling run to the flag.
Taylor, another win. In some forms of racing, a gold roof denotes world champion. Certainly you're the champion of Anglesey today. but having a great day anyway. Well done.
Having a great day. That was a case of managing that race. James was clearly quicker, and interesting, my clutch decided to let go at the end there, so I had to just leave it in third for the second half of that. Well, yeah, the sort of second half of that last lap. But yeah, I just thought I'm going to hog the inside. Third might not have a lot of power, but I can. He's going to struggle to get by me. So.
I tell you what, it leaves us really looking forward to more of this tomorrow. I mean, 4 races, bring it on. Let's have them every weekend.
Excited. I think dry tomorrow, isn't it? The forecast, fingers crossed. Yeah, and that should get a lot more dicey then, so that all the lines will be open up. So yeah. I'll be watching out for James tomorrow with his pace today.
And took the battle all the way there. You had to fight your way back through, claw the gap. You had to do it all.
Yeah, I've had a dodgy first 2 bends on the first 2 races. So yeah, I mean, someone hit me. It's a bit of contact, a bit of argy-bargy, nothing too serious. Obviously, it compromised my position. I had to get past Harry. I thought I had the pace.
Superb drive. Well done. Well done. Talk us through it.
Well, I think I was following Julian Wantling from the start. Probably about similar pace to him, so I knew I'd struggle to overtake him. He made a bit of an error on corner 3 up the hill, so I had a bit of a battle with him up there. And then it was just a case of keeping Mark Hellman off my back, because he's definitely got a bit more pace than I have, so I did my best.
Well, the thing was, I mean, like Scott and Andy were saying that the lap times you were putting in were getting quicker. I think you set your fastest lap in the late stages of the race. Now, was that Mark forcing you on and making you focus, or was you just getting into a race with them, or both?
I think exactly that. I think Mark following me pushed me on a bit. Having to push my braking zones as well, because he was showing his nose around the inside, and I'd have to push my braking zones so I'd get there before him. But yeah, did my best anyway. I think it's my best race so far, so I'm pretty chuffed.
A great learning experience. You've learnt enough to be a Ginetta winner. Many congratulations, Emma.
James Nicholas leads them towards the first corner for the first time, and is he going to get the better of Mike Taylor this time? I'm not sure he will. Taylor carries good speed round the outside line, gets to the inside, there's contact corner, onto the back straight for the first time, where the order is Nicholas leading. It is Mike Taylor in second position, side by side for third though, and that is Jamie Cordell up alongside Gareth Thomas. Those two did battle yesterday, and they're doing something this afternoon actually as it is now. They turn into Rocket for the first time, and Nicholas is off. James Nicholas straight across the grass, slides onto the road and tangles with Taylor, then gets collected by Cordell. They've all piled up at the top, side by side for third though, and that is Jamie Cordell up alongside Gareth Thomas. Those two did battle yesterday, and they're doing so again here this morning. This afternoon actually as it is now. They turn into Rocket for the first time, and Nicholas is off. James Nicholas straight across the grass, slides onto the road and tangles with Taylor, then gets collected by Cordell. They've all piled up at the top of the hill. Taylor, Gareth Thomas, Cordell and James Nicholas all together, and Jamie Cordell in the juniors. Calamity up at Rocket, and now Gareth Thomas has another spin coming down into turn 9. That car may well be dropping fluid on side today off the final corner anyway, and Luke Shaw is behaving himself and will cross the line some distance behind Mike Taylor. So the race gets back underway then, 20 minutes back on the clock, and let's hope for a slightly cleaner run through the first. It's Mike Taylor who leads at the banking, it is Luke Shaw in second, it's Mark Elwood in third position with that hastily patched up car, and I think Julian Wantling behind, and around now goes Paul Livesey. I think no, it's Phil McGarty, isn't it? Sorry, the top end of the circuit. No, it's not, because a round has gone. Harry Cook is that? No, 44, sorry.
That's Mark Elman. So what's happened to Elmies? Dropped behind Paul Thomas now, and now with the threat from Emma Thomas. So whatever's happened to Paul, either he's nursing some possible damage or an issue from the first lap contact first time, right? That car really has.
Rival, there is Julian Wantling behind them, the 3 car, and they are fighting for the GTA Class Championship. Meanwhile, Harry Gamble picking his way through, and Elman goes around. Elman with a spin at the hairpin, whether that was solo or not, I'm not sure.
All of that gets you charging through. Harry Gamble storming down the inside into the bus stop. He's made about 4 or 5 places in 1 lap, which is extraordinary. Crosses the line. Oops, that's Paul Livesey going for a spin backwards. What on earth is going on in the GT Academy?
Once again, and I would not be surprised here to see a remade of each church.
No, neither me. Cameron's clearly got the fast pace, darts out to the inside line. And I think smartly, he's not going to fight it too hard, although she's doing the best she can. She's keeping the outside line, but
not in the same class. GTA class driver Julian Wantling, rookie class driver Ben Cook. Struggling to find a way through, and that's Elman, Mark Elman off the road. And you have to wonder whether this is
So shorter than 39.0. Personal best last time for Thomas for Gamble. 39.0 personal best. Oh, and that's Thomas making Harry Gamble's task much more easier for him, but it almost went very...
The Mike Taylor's pace seemed to fade a bit as he got to the second half of it. Around has got Gilbert Verdian.
In the same class or not, so she's going to put quite a good defence up here. Although he does look up the inside and has a peek. They're on the radar.
Oh, no.
Radio, no! Spoke too soon, unfortunately. Fran goes down
School straight up. That makes it quite difficult actually to set the car up on the right line into Rocket in, a bit sideways over the curve for Cook. So a couple of little...
wrapped up.
Yes, indeed he does. So across the line goes Mike Taylor then. Claims the victory from Luke Shaw in second position, and Harry Gamble charges from the back of the grid to third position. What's going on here? Paul Livesey did not get past Amy Tomlinson. Locks up again into the hairpin. Amy Tomlinson trying to get the run on the exit of the corner, and they're both sort of bottling up now behind Amy Tomlinson, so this could get very interesting into the final corner. Can Amy Tomlinson defend this second place, or is Paul Livesey going to have a big go at the last corner? He thinks about it, but I think that Tomlinson's going to get off the corner well, and yes, she does. Sideways, no, they're side by side to the line. Three abreast at the line. Who got it?
Amy.
The timing screen tells us, as there's carnage into turn one nearly, it is going to be Amy Tomlinson. No, Paul Livesey.
Yeah, it's always a shame to see damage or other things happening, but you come through it. Racing swings and roundabouts, isn't it, to use the cliche?
It's a nightmare, yeah. I'm obviously not sure what happened. It was all sort of behind me at that point, but yeah, I got a bit of a tap, and then I was just heartbroken to see my good buddy Gareth out, but hopefully they can fix it, ready for the next one.
I think we will do. And for you, 4 out of 4, or is it too early to say for that now?
Let's not start on that one. Let's not start. I'm quite happy with...
Sorry, Mike.
Very much. I'm quite happy with 3. Yeah. So they're very good. Yeah, really pleased.
Superb weekend, isn't it? And, you know, Ginetta have picked the right place. Maybe not the right weather. We can't help that, but today's okay.
Nice to have a wet day and then a dry day. It gives everyone a chance, depending on what conditions they prefer. So, yeah, really good fun.
Congratulations, class win. Which is a great way to get Sunday underway.
Yeah, a little bit unexpected, to be honest. I think it was a battle of attrition.
Yeah.
Keep out of trouble, I think.
And coming through from yesterday, what were the issues yesterday, and how have you overcome those, if there were any?
It was wet.
Do you not like the wet?
I thought I did until I raced yesterday, and then you had a few gearbox problems as well. Obviously, we can roll off a list of excuses, but yeah. So it was better in the dry. We've practiced. I've only been here first time this weekend. We practiced in the dry, so it was nice just to have a dry race.
So let's hope for a cleaner race this time, but hopefully just as exciting one then. Across the line they go, and a bit of smoke in the background, but James Nicholas does get a good start, and Mike Taylor, I don't think will be able to challenge him this time as they round turn one. Yes, he can go to the first corner, and Mike Taylor will lead as they go into the banking. So
Get just enough traction, but he'll try and get himself alongside down towards the bus stop, tucks back in to get the slipstream. And again, just puts himself in Jamie's mirrors, looking to try and make a move here. End of the first lap. Get a huge lock up again for Caudle. That's going to come.
Would be 7th place. Luke Shaw jigging up the inside of James Nicholas at the hairpin. That is now 4th place for Luke Shaw, and all the way down into 5th for Jamie Caudle for whatever reason. Locking up in the distance, Gareth Thomas as well. So lots of them seemingly struggling under braking, and now Shaw is up the inside of Caudle for 3rd and does go through at the banking. So it is, though he is much later on the brakes than Caudle, who tries to turn in only to find the Union flag liveried car occupying that inside.
Door open here as Harry Gamble does let go later on the brakes, up the inside of the Rocket. Sweet and simple. Actually, like well, I say that, he runs wide and messes up the exit. Oh, and gets back at Thomas again! The
hill they go. Now he's closer this time in towards Rocket, and we saw him show his nose a lap ago. This time he fully commits to the move. If he gets that car stopped, it's a lovely move, and he does get it stopped, and James Nicholas up into 3rd place. That is
really lining him up here. Looking to the inside for the kink towards School Straight, up towards Rocket, swoops across. Beautiful move. Did she get it stopped at the complex? The answer is yes, just about. That was a really lovely move, Emma Thomason.
Been there at the final corner, and that involved Ali Jafari.
And Livesey.
Oh, it is, yes, you're right, absolutely. So that is Livesey, the class leader, bouncing his way back on the road. Here comes Tomlinson to try and get the lead of the class. It was Peter Thompson.
2. He's just touring very slowly. Lap cars by. Livesey runs wide next to the final corner, and through goes Emma Tomlinson. So a mistake from Livesey.
That's sideways for JB Caudle, and that's going to open the door nicely for Paul Thomas, who gets to the inside into Peel Corner and eventually makes the move stick. So that wasn't even under braking, that for Caudle. He's got it wrong from the pan.
And closer up towards Rocket Corner. Will he try and attack here? He's thinking about it. He's going for it. What happened last time, Ali? Into the complex. They touch again. and they somehow survive it this time.
Mike Taylor gets all 4 race victories here at Anglesey and does so in dominant fashion. Farley's car, which sort of rattles and clanks its way through the final corner. Emma Tomlinson victorious.